Good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you are, and welcome to Requiem for London Chronicles, the City of Martyrs, Chapter 2. And we look upon London on Easter weekend, normally a kind and quiet and tempered night in the city, but as we look closer, we see more of a crazy, more fast, more rapid pace to the normally quiet streets of London. And as we zoom in, we see before us a car speeding very fast, very quick, very forward, with purpose, with duty. But we go beyond that. We go towards one individual who's been informed, has been told to wait, to, if he truly feels the need to serve the Carthians, this is a place to wait. This is a place he needs to be. Take it away.
And so Jonathan has come forward to serve, and has brought with him two figures, the ever illustrious Squeaky, who hides from the environment in the warmth of Jonathan's hoodie pocket. The other, a more humanoid figure, who will be left to introduce herself. Jonathan, for his part, has made it a point of himself to help out the Carthians where he can, being a figure of troubled history for them, and one of not necessarily ostracism but suspicion. Has made his way over to where he is needed, to where he's been asked to go. Heading on over fairly unassuming, but also fairly briskly. Staying out of the way of any would-be hunters, not really talking to anyone, trying to be as relaxed and casual as possible as he simply heads down the road to where he needs to be. And it is there that he will wait, but very much acting somewhat like a drawn sword, expecting something to go wrong, having very little information to work with, leaves him a little bit paranoid.
Well, not too dissimilar to that. Another person is not far away. She's actually pretty much there. She's Jonathan, but she's just standing. She doesn't go up to him right away. She just stands or sits at a bus stop that, well, it's at this time of night. It's once per hour there's a bus here. And she just sits at the bus stop and just, has a hoodie on herself. She's just, sits there and just, for the moment, just looks around to see, hopefully not too many other people coming or running towards them suddenly. But she takes a good while to just sit there and just watch as she just, slowly gets up and just begins to walk over, and she says, "Hi, Jonathan. Are you doing all right?"
So yeah, I'm doing alright. Ready to get yourself a bit of credibility?
She seems to just make a slight squint of her eyes at that word. Sure. Yeah. Totally.
Take some. Trust me, this should help get some of those black marks off your record.
She looks a little confused. What do you mean? What do you mean black marks? Like,
Let me put it this way: you're taking your first step forward towards making decisions for yourself. Let me put it like that.
She doesn't immediately respond to that. She just kind of does a thing with her face. She
smirks.
She doesn't nod. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't comment. She just, well, I mean, it's for the good of the city, right? So that's why we're here, right?
I'll take it.
She was about to say something, and you can already tell that it's like she act like she's not very good at hiding anything. She's about to say. So you get the sense that she's about to say something she has studied over and over again to say, but she for some reason just doesn't. You feel that like the clear sensation of she wants to just make sure that she says, like, I serve my master, of course I do, but I don't know, something in her just says like, fuck it, like you get that. Oh, what's the point? And she just doesn't, and just seems a little distracted or unsure of what to do specifically in this situation. She just looks around. So
a round of apathy. Jonathan enjoys this.
Where are we going exactly?
That I'm not exactly sure myself. Leave me a bit nervous, to be honest.
You a bit nervous? She just looks at it. Well, if they're dumb enough to do anything, well, yeah, they're not gonna.
I doubt that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But still,
too many variables in play for them to do that. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's gonna be good. It'll be good.
From what I can tell about the situation, a little bit of personal experience, it might be that they ran across into a short-term problem that they just need some boots on the ground to deal with on immediate notice.
Now, as you're kind of dwelling upon it, as you're kind of just hanging around the street corner, this kind of alleyway, and it's just that moment. It's that moment when you think, "Wait a minute, are we just being fooled around with? This is stupid. Let's just walk away. This is getting silly." But then suddenly, this Chrysler Valiant Charger just sort of comes along you. It pauses, it brakes. It stops next to you, just along this curve. The doors just suddenly open. And that familiar face, the voice that you've recognized before, just simply speaks to you and just goes, "Get in, quick."
Damn, nice car. He'll just get in and kind of like pat one of the seats like Emily is in. Come on.
Yeah. This is a full-blown leather muscle car. Every aspect of it is neat and fantastic and strong and powerful. Even the engine itself groans with life, with power, with strength.
Yeah, and Emily just she trusts Jonathan. Like she gets in without really any fuss. Jonathan, you can, as like these last quite a bit of time since you last saw her, and now like there is just this general sense of fear, dread that just is just there. It's just underlying everything. It's not anything particular to this, but it's quite clear that it's just there.
Jonathan, for his part, is a little more at ease with Bloodroot around, and seems to relax in his chair a little bit.
As you both kind of just sit in, I'm assuming, Jonathan, you sit in the front seat, and Emily, you sit in the back seat. And yes, you are presented with Blood Drive. I apologize for the image. I would correct it, but I can't for some bizarre graphical reason. In either case, he looks to you and just simply smiles. He goes, Jonathan, right, I hope you're ready for this. And he hands you like an Uzi and throws it to your lap. And at the same case goes, right, I'm assuming you're here friend, Jonathan's friend. Yeah, is that correct? Who gives a shit? And he throws you an Uzi. Emily.
Emily just looks at it. She looks about it like if you've ever seen a Muslim, like devout Muslim, just get handed a hot dog.
Yeah.
It's like looks at it and goes, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this, you asshole?" Like that's kind of that look that Emily just gives this gun. She's like, "What the?" Well, she just kind of shakes her head and just like, "All right."
Now he just looks at both of you, goes, "Look, right, both of you, keep it cool. I'm going to drive straight. You've only got one clip. I've got another clip for both of those guns, and that's it. Let's just keep driving. I'll give you the signal." And at this point,
whoa, man, where we heading off to? I don't.
It gets faster. The car booms up louder. The engine roars louder.
Hey, gangbang. Hey, gangbang. Who are we supposed to be killing? Like, I'd like a bit of context here before I start shooting things.
He literally just he's both hands on the wheel. At one point, he actually lets go of one hand off the wheel and leans back and goes, "Does that matter, darling, to you?" As he sort of
yeah, it kind of does.
And then at that point, he lets go of both hands and looks to you and goes,
"What the fuck?
Does that really concern you? Oh, is that what matters to you? Who's driving?"
Emily just sits down, just looks at the door, is about to just jump out of the car, but just like, okay, fine.
As soon as you kind of look to him, as soon as you react to him, he reacts. He instantly is like, it's just hilarious. It's that sense of supernatural speed. He kind of goes towards the wheels. He retracts and he immediately goes towards the wheel and controls. And he's always been in control. He just seems to be moving so fast that you don't recognize it. Of course, this is the individual Blood Drive that you recognize, Jonathan, but you've not seen him quite like this. He was always quite casual, quite cool, but now he's very hyperactive, very up, very sort of active, very driving, as it were, very focused. You even see him smoking. Is he smoking? Is it cigars? Is it a cigarette? He's moving so fast that it's hard to tell. He keeps putting one out and lighting up another and putting another out and lighting up another as he's driving.
Hackles raised. As they're kind of driving, he just says, "Dude, what am I shooting at? What am I shooting at?" He just kind of holds the gun up because he has he hasn't been told what he's shooting at.
Oh no, don't worry. They're coming. They're coming soon. They'll be right on the left, and they'll be right on the right. And then after a bit of your shooting, they'll come up more on your right. And we'll get all through. I need to get to Bethnal. I'll get up to Luton, and then Leighton, and then leave the street. Then yes, so we'll turn it all around. Yeah, we'll get these motherfuckers. We'll get these goddamn sons of bitches. You like won't know what hit them.
Ah, shit. Okay.
He pauses as you say, like, oh shit. Oh yeah. And he kind of looks back going, wait, you are Carthians, aren't you? You know what you're into. You know what you're for. You know what this is all about.
Just so you know, I'm not exactly I know exactly the best shot, but I'll try not to dent the car.
Just point the gun out and shoot the fuckers. They're just mortal. Just pump them full of bullets. They'll die.
God, so long as it's not fucking silence. Kind of mutters to himself.
What does Emily feel as just basically being told just pump the gun out and shoot? There were more. Okay.
Like it's like I would prefer to point or to have an inkling of a plan. Like this is somewhat like it's shock tactics, but it's shock tactics for your own soldiers and the others. That's kind of not how Emily rolls. She thinks that this is like maybe involve people in how this is going to go down, but like she's like, okay, like it's Jonathan's thing. Okay, fine. Like she's when it comes to combat fighting at this point, she's fairly used to it. So she's like, all right, and well, she just doesn't hope she has to hear any bad mouthing from their driver about her not hitting anything. But other than that, she's ready to go.
Yeah, the driver, he is just hyperactive. He is just sort of puffing. He is just looking each way, both ways. And yes, he is kindred. He is of that aspect, but he is on something else. He is, I don't know, in a different space of mind, different sort of circumstance, different mindset to the rest of you. Big carries on driving. They keep just saying to you, they're coming, left turning here, next one more right, one more left, straight on. Yes, this is it. And as soon as they kind of get to the area where he keeps mumbling, keeps mentioning, and suddenly, sort of bikes, cars, other things start to bump into the vehicle, start hitting the vehicle, start going near the vehicle, and they present weapons of their own. They start presenting machine guns, pistols, Uzis of their own. Now, what do you do?
Well, they get ready. Well, Emily gets ready. It's one car that's surrounded.
You're kind of speeding in a tunnel at the moment, and you're going towards the sort of Canary Bridge, the sort of underground tunnel, and there is literally a car that appears on your right-hand side with at least 3 to 4 people, and you've got 2 to 4 motorbikes appearing to your left-hand side. So a big car to your right, and 3 to 4 motorbikes appearing to your left-hand side.
Emily's just gonna blast the car.
Okay.
When they're in, as close as they get. Like.
Yep, just simply go shoot and blast the car. That's fine. We'll do a roll for that in a minute. James or Jonathan, what do you do?
Uh, let's see. It's a bunch of guys who have guns out, and he's probably gonna take a shot or two because he is.
I'd ask you, in what way are you going to shoot specifically at them, or are you gonna?
He's not really. He's a really poor shot. He will have one dice. It's not a chance dice, but it is. He only has one dice. So
like
he's not gonna try.
dice,
He's not gonna.
Any dice rolls, I'm happy for you to automatically fail or automatically pass, depending on the dice rolls. So, completely up to you how you wanted to find your dice rolls.
Emily's gonna roll 3 dice.
Okay, so you're going to shoot at the cars. Sorry, have we got into the chat dice rolls?
Yeah, I have posted a thing.
Oh, have you posted the thing? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm just linking into that right now. So for you, it'd be a dexterity and firearms. And how many successes you get as you fire this weapon?
Haha! I get 2, and one of them is a 10.
One of them explodes +2 because it's a semi. It is a
3 successes.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, the car kind of goes beside you, and as this other car is kind of going past, you just describe away as you pass out the car.
Yeah,
as you shoot.
Emily is working a lot more on film knowledge than on anything remotely to handling or shooting a firearm in any way that is the way you should. She's just channeling what she's seen in a movie, and just holds it and just sprays into the to the passengers, or mostly to the front, to the driver's seat, and the person sitting next to them. But it is fairly easy. I mean, if they're leveled, she's not going to lean out or anything. She's just going to roll down the window and just yeah. It's an Uzi, so she's probably going to empty the clip.
Yeah, you just empty that clip. You keep firing. You keep shooting. The whole car is just filled with bullets with the passengers, and of course they are trying to shoot at you as well. They're trying to prevent you or stop you or block you at least. You see 4 to 5 male individuals in the car that are trying to shoot or stop you. They've all been completely eliminated, completely shot and blasted away as you just bulldoze them, as you eliminate them with your gunfire. But the car keeps going, and there's still other individuals on motorbikes that are sort of trying to weave you or power you or bump into you. And we'll go to Jonathan. As you see this before you, what do you do?
So the car's been all shot up. Is there anyone else still shooting at them?
The individuals who are on motorbikes kind of are. Some of them seem to armed with guns, but they're not shooting you. They're kind of presenting them as more of a deterrence. But they seem, other individuals on the bike seem to have grapples or hooks. They seem to hook onto the car or seem to sort of grapple themselves on the car so that they may climb on the car. They seem to want to get near. They want to get what is within the car. They want to get on the car.
Oh, fuck that shit. I'm shooting at their tires, sending them fucking flying.
That's more specific. So we'll say, okay. No, same role. So dexterity and firearms, but minusing 3 because of the specific task.
It'd be a chance die in that case.
It's very hard. You're trying to target a specific kind of thing there. So
If I make it more general, can I just get the one dice? That would
Well,
be.
you may spend a willpower point to add extra dice in this if you wish, or otherwise it's going to be chance dice.
I think even if I spend the willpower, it'll be a chance dice because it only adds 3 dice. So
okay, right, yeah, it's that specific.
Yeah, if I just generalize it and I shoot at them in general, would that remove the modifiers? Or should I just go for chance dice?
If you shot at them in general, there would be no modifiers. But you wouldn't cause any specific damage, yes.
Okay, I'll just roll it in. He probably won't end up emptying the clip just because he'll probably be taken aback by the recoil, expecting himself to handle it a lot better. He hasn't really held a gun before.
You'll find a MSG sort of semi-automatic, so if you fire it full auto, yeah, it adds extra damage to the dice roll.
He fails, so he mucks up a lot of the scenery, but doesn't really do any damage to the guys chasing.
That gun just sprays all over the place. All over the tunnel, it just kind of empties itself, and you try and hit them, but it doesn't quite hit, and it sort of basically just sprays. It just hits everywhere besides where you're trying to aim it because of the recoil, because of the force. You're just not used to firing these kind of weapons. They're it's just so heavy, so you really have to angle them downwards to fire them properly. So as this happens, as this occurs, as you're both kind of one car kind of spirals out of control and hits the tunnel, the corridor, and sort of goes into the background. But these bikes are still chasing you. They're still sort of running up along you and coming towards you. But you speed off. You kind of speed off further towards the inner city. And you're given a few moments before they catch up, but again towards you, and you have a few moments with the driver at least.
What the fuck are those lunatics doing with hooks?
Oh, we're just a distraction. We're just a drive. They won't see you. They think they're clever.
Ah. Fucking hell, he just kind of kind of presses his palm against the gun twice, like forcefully, as if like he's trying to get it to work better. Fuck, when's round 2? Shit!
I think at this point, if you want to reload the gun, I think just to manage I think
he's not reloading. He didn't spend the full clip, I think, so he still has some bullets left.
All right, as long as your firearms 1 to 2, you know what you're doing.
He has no idea what he's doing
with the guns. But in any case, he keeps speeding the car onwards, and these bikes keep following you. They keep proceeding and chasing you. And this individual that's driving the car is just crazed. He's just simply crying out like, "Yeah, speed, speed, speed!"
Fucking Christ, man! Are you trying to kill them or me?
Give me
looks out the window, kind of covering his face, half over. Is he just trying not to reveal his identity in any ways? He's just like, this fucking bikes.
Yeah, Emily just grabs another. She's no idea. She probably knows by now because it said click, 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 click the gun. So she's getting another mag, and she's having a little bit of difficulty reloading her gun, but oh well. Just focus, Jonathan. Just aim. She says as she looks out at the bikes coming. It's like it's the thing with guns. Like you have to aim and shoot.
You point them.
fuck. She kind of mutters something to herself as she tries to just look out and fire again at the bikers.
Okay, I'm going to require 2 rolls from both of you. If you could give me a firearm and dexterity roll, as both of you are basically caught in this car, and more bikes are coming along you. More bikes are sort of emerging. They're not firing machine gun fire. They're firing harpoons at you. They're firing crossbows at you. They're firing all sorts of other.
It was 3 dice, or you said
just
plus 2.
Dexterity plus firearms. Whatever you roll would be.
No, I don't.
I get a single success with my 1 dice.
So single success plus 1, 2. This is going to be full, so that's 3 successes. So basically, you get these bikes come along the cars, and Emily, you fire your machine gun. You fire the Uzi. It sprays. It goes high. You actually shoot more of the car top than you do anything else. But Jonathan, you aim the Uzi. You aim the shots at the bikes as they come across. Now, these individuals, they seem to be shooting harpoons. They seem to be trying to slow the car down. They seem to be trying to stop the car. But as you just Uzi them down, as you shoot and as you wrench flesh, as you cause blood to splatter, as the corpses fly across the road, the pavement, you progress forward and on them and jump across them almost. And the smell of blood, of course, is in the air and infuses your nose. And yes, you proceeded and you go further forward and forward and forward. You start to shoot. You've at least killed 3 of them. 3 people have died. 3 individuals you have shot or caused to decease. And Jonathan, you've tried your best. Emily, you've tried your best. But your Uzi rounds have just been shot in the air. You're not used to this kind of warfare. You're not used to this kind of just simple massacre, killing of individuals. But at either end, both of you reach the end of this tunnel, at which point the car kind of starts to go down certain roads or certain paths and will stop at a certain point. But I allow you of your thoughts and feelings as you're going through all these motions.
Emily will just turn around just to Blood Drive and she'll just say, "Do you need the gun back?"
Blood Drive does not give a response. Blood Drive, there's nothing.
Do you need the gun back?
He seems crazed. He seems somewhat...
Okay.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, she just says, "Oh, fuck it." Emily's gonna throw one of the guns and try to hit one of them.
Yeah, actually, it whacks them in the head. They fall over. They land right in front of the gun and collapse and flip like 3 times as this happens, as this occurs.
I mean, she's out of bullets. She's like, fuck it.
Meanwhile, John, this is like, kind of in a not nearly in the moment as in fact, it's almost the opposite because John is in a pseudo state of panic. In part, he's in the moment because he's actually managing to accomplish something. Also, in part, he's panicking because, I mean, 3 people just died and he doesn't really like that feeling, and everything's complete lunacy from what it was a few minutes ago. And he's very much trying to keep up because he just kind of like starts handling guns. He realizes he literally, as he just kind of sprays the 3 guys, like he just still has the trigger down, and then it just kind of stops. And it's like, he's like, "Oh shit, fuck. And he just like starts pulling on triggers and latches on the gun. And eventually the empty clip will fall out, and he'll just start trying to jam the other clip into the Uzi with varying degrees of success for the next 30 seconds until he finally figures it out, just kind of fumbling with it in the car, and then just kind of poking his head out real quick, like as he goes to check where the other cyclists are, so to see if they're still there, and yeah.
As you both kind of recover from what's just happened, you get out the car, you kind of move up upon this hill, or you kind of move upon this earth or gravel, and you hear the sounds of celebration. You hear the sounds of joy. You hear the sounds of collateral movement, at least. And you see someone look down upon both of you and go, "Hey! Look, brothers, sisters, praise our contestants. Praise the ones that made this whole thing possible."
Hell tilting, much confused.
Oh, look. We made things a bit iffy. It's a process. You can't just join the Carthians. You can't just be a part of us, like as simple as that and stuff. We have to test you out. Now, look, it may seem really dodgy, it may seem really iffy what you just gone through, but we needed that as a distraction from our main operation. What we really wanted to do.
Fucking Christ. Okay, if you could give a guy who's dead a heart attack, man.
Look.
I don't know. It wasn't that bad. Like, Emily seems strangely cool with this. Like, she doesn't seem to, like, she's kind of, well, she's unsure of the situation, sure, as she always is, but she just stands there and just doesn't really know to go forward, backward, present herself. She doesn't seem to know.
At least I'm doing fix step up from before.
You both did what you had to do. We picked you up and we present you in a difficult situation, and you fucking pulled through. Now, look, I admit we did it because we achieved something a lot greater and a lot better and a lot more lucrative and expensive. While those cops, while the Enlightened were chasing you, we achieved a lot of info and a lot of goddamn detail. So much detail, God. Old Buffin there still processing it. But either way, we got enough to present our next movement. Our next movement, the goddamn Enlightened Med Labs themselves.
All right, I see.
Look, we used you. I ain't gonna fucking lie about that. We used you as bait. You two were the biggest fucking hot topics in the city. And the Enlightened have been looking at you two fucks for a long time. We shoved you in there, we gave you...
Whoa. Sorry. What?
Look, the Enlightened, whoever, they've known about you. They know you.
Oh, right. I mean, but they're like, in general, looking for us? Like, the two of us? Or what?
Fucking course they are, man. You're the Crimson Council. You're goddamn motherfucking, like, the top of the hit list of the Enlightened. We shoved you in there.
Just saying, and until about a month ago, I was chill. Just saying.
I'm guessing at this point, Jonathan will take like a step to the side and just point over to Emily and be like, just pointing at her
He won't be that much of a dick, but he'll definitely be like, "Hey, I was sure, until a month ago, and now like all the fucking lunatics have moved in."
Look, I ain't. God damn it! I don't give a shit who you are. The Enlightened, of course, do. Now, you went out there. You gave them a hell of a show, hell of a tour. They sent some of their best out there, and you shut them down like, God damn it! It's a beautiful scene. Now they're dead. Now we're gonna go in. We got info. We got information, and you two. It's gonna be goddamn beautiful. You two are gonna go in there, and you're gonna sodomize those sons of bitches, and we're gonna make
No. And Emily just is like, no, I'm not gonna. And then she stops. What do you mean? You mean? Right. She like Emily just
Hey,
Emily just seems to have something else in mind.
Look,
It's quite clear to everyone that she probably misunderstood something right there.
Look, sister.
Jonathan just kind of lost because he's used to this point.
I'm trying to be as polite as goddamn possible.
Right.
We're gonna make them pay what they did to us. Is that translatable for you?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just like I don't know. Can we get like how many people are around? Just
as you gather, as you kind of go towards this sort of end vent or end entrance for your vehicle towards this area, this like it's like 10 to 20 to 30 kindred are around. Some are quite weak bred, some of them high bred, some of them low bred, but it's the coffee movement. They're all one. They're all angry. They're all excited. They're all
just like, shouldn't we do some like I don't know introductions or something? Emily just looks around.
As you kind of hobble up the car that has entered this sort of domain, this kind of truck stop, the area where they scavenge for equipment and whatnot. But they look at you, and they look at Jonathan.
Jonathan just kind of sits on the bonnet of the fucking Charger, just like, oh fucking Christ, sort of like it's finally over, and he's starting to return to a more less intense state of being, and just kind of like just acknowledges any of the Carthians that he's seen, like hey.
And Blood Drive just sort of looks to both of you. Looks at the crowd. It's like 20, 30 kindred. Now you can sense their beasts, you can sense their presence, you can sense their power. Most of them are quite young, most of them quite innocent, most of them quite unknowing of how things work. But it starts to beat. Yeah. Should we let them through? They all start to repeat the same pattern. They all start to repeat the same motion of, yeah. The hitting of wood, the hitting of metal, the hitting of assembly. And as this repeats, as this gets louder, as this gets more challenging, they all seem to emanate. They all seem to get louder. There's presence, there's congress of sound, and it's the acceptance of a Carthian, the acceptance of a brother, acceptance of a sister, the acceptance of another kindred into the party. And as this happens, you feel yourself become a part of it. You feel yourself drawn to it. Now you can push against this if you wish. You may resist this. This is not something that you are forced to do. The Carthians are. It's about becoming them, not being forced there. It's a wave of emotion of acceptance, a wave of becoming a part of us. Do you accept?
Jonathan, for his part, kind of lackadaisically, almost a bit deceptively, kind of slides to his feet off the bonnet, kind of fiddling with a lighter that he's kind of switching on and off. Kind of probably Vitel that he's still a little bit on edge, but as kind of a wave of acceptance kind of comes over him, he'll the lighter just re-enters his pocket, and he just puts his hand on Emily's shoulder and jostles her lightly, and then looks to her and just says, "That works, but ain't so bad, huh?"
She just nods, and like there is like a hint of this feels a bit more welcoming, or like a slight, well, acceptance of this idea of this whole thing. But well, it's mired in the normal feelings of social anxiety, unsureness of, well, herself and everything around her, and, well, her normal state of being. So she seems quite positive about this, all things considered.
And he'll just be like, "Yeah, you got this."
She says, "Yeah."
Pat her on the shoulder and just kind of tap his foot to the drumming, like he just says, "I like this tune."
The drumming just keeps going. It keeps getting louder and louder, and you realize you're in this junkyard. You realize you're in this sort of this heavy sort of industrial area. And it gets louder. The beating just gets louder and louder and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. Now, at this point, it suddenly stops. This individual looks to you. This Carthian. The supposed leader of the Carthian looks to you. Both of you. As you kind of pause and look at each other, and he just simply goes, "You both did well out there. You both held your own. You both proved yourselves. Now, are you willing to join us? We're going to give you this offer once. You're with us or against us. Your voice will be heard. Your voice will be the Carthian voice. Refuse it, then you're our enemy. Accept it, you're our friend. What do you say, brother or sister?"
Yeah, you knew my answer first time we talked. Offer him his hand.
Emily just says, "I'm with you."
God damn it. Fucking hell are you, sisters and brothers? As he kind of just he just jumps in front of you and hugs both of you and just sort of really accepts you, and everyone starts dancing, everyone starts celebrating, everyone just starts going at it. And I think we will happily end scene with this festivity as two more Carthians join membership, join the union of one voice, one song, one kindred. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this show.
Danton.